Listen, there's a lot of problems in this world, but there's only one solution. The world needs Jesus. The world needs Jesus, man. Just look at all the fear and all the pain. Look at all the tears fall like rain. The world needs Jesus. The world needs Jesus, man. Just look at the death and destruction. Look at the theft and corruption. Cats come from areas full of the disenfranchised and have-nots, always wishing they had what the haves got, but they don't, and they think that sucks. So they resolve to get involved in the game to get fast bucks. Young bucks on the block bust clocks and duck cops and tuck rocks in they socks. This is just how they been taught. They think if you moving weight, then you doing great if you haven't been caught. See, in the streets, violence and death bring a silence that's deafening. Cause the hood got codes and it blows my mind. If you snitch on the crime, they'll put you in the ditch on the dime. But why?
Maryland, where a man was stabbed to death outside a Popeye's restaurant. Police say the stabbing happened over a fight about the fast food chain's chicken sandwich. You heard me right. They added that it appears that one man may have cut in front of another one in a line. Police are asking anyone in the restaurant at the time to come forward and speak to detectives.
A schoolboy of 14 when he was stabbed to death last night in a targeted attack. He is believed to be the youngest victim to die on London's streets in the last year. A local garage owner said he knew him as he would often stop by to chat.
Just try to play a fatherly role as a father figure too. I don't know his parents, so like other little young youth, I will talk to them, give them some fatherly advice. Don't go on the road, don't mess around with gangs and stuff like that, stuff like that. Ask him to go to school and stuff like that,
A crash helmet he was wearing at the time lay on the road where he was murdered. He'd been riding a moped down this road in East London when he was deliberately knocked off his bike by a gang of 3 men in a car, who then got out and repeatedly stabbed him before speeding off. Today, flowers have been laid near the spot where he was killed, and detectives have been carrying out house-to-house inquiries looking for witnesses to his murder. Jaden is now the latest victim of youth violence.
Ahmaud Arbery loved to run.
Unless it was pouring rain down outside, Ahmaud was going to be running.
But somehow on a sunny Sunday in a coastal Georgia community, Arbery's run became a deadly chase. 1 p.m., February 23rd, according to police reports, Arbery is seen in the Satilla Shores neighborhood, where residents say there have been break-ins. He was walking around a home under construction, and then is spotted running in the road. His presence triggers calls to 911.
And you said someone's breaking into it right now?
No, it's all open. It's under construction. And he's running right now. There he goes right now.
Okay, what is he doing?
He's running down the street.
According to the police report, Gregory McMichael is standing in his front yard when he sees what he thinks is the suspect in the neighborhood break-ins, as he puts it, hauling ass down the street. McMichael, a retired Glenn County police officer, and his son Travis grab a handgun and a shotgun, according to police documents, jump into a truck and begin following Arbery. The report describes how the father and son, along with another man, tried repeatedly to cut him off. Each time, Arbery just ran around them. Eventually, the father and son managed to get ahead of Arbery, using their truck to block his path. Travis McMichael on the street.
Kelly Fovrell was 26 years old and 8 months pregnant. Paramedics found her with stab wounds and in cardiac arrest at a property in Thornton Heath, South London, in the early hours of Saturday. Her baby was delivered at the scene and remains in a critical condition in hospital. Police have arrested a 29-year-old man on suspicion of murder. A 37-year-old man who was also arrested has been released, pending further inquiries. In a statement on Twitter, the Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, wrote, "Violence against women has no place in our city, and horrific murders in the home like this show the scale of the problem we face. My heart goes out to this innocent child and to the mother they have so tragically lost."
We're not tackling the crisis of violence in this country. We now have an epidemic. We have to act. And in all the noise of the leadership campaign, who's going to be Prime Minister, what's going to happen with Brexit, we have this real crisis on our streets with people dying, and we're not doing enough, and it's just not
From
enough.
inside the wall of silence that surrounds gang crime, this boy found the courage to speak up about being forced to sell drugs and living in fear for his life. But it wasn't enough. Corey Jr., CJ Davis, was shot dead as he stood by a playground on a September afternoon last year.
Everybody failed him. Everybody failed him. He's not here. Everybody failed him. I even feel like I failed him. And that's not a good thing for a mother to say.
Hi, my name's Corey.
CJ was a talented dancer and natural performer, but he also suffered from a hyperactivity disorder. And what was seen as his disruptive behaviour at school meant that his local authority moved him to a pupil referral unit. It was there that gang members targeted him, luring him into their world with promises of friendship and fast food.
I needed the school to be on board. I needed my housing to be on board. I needed every department that could help me. I needed them to be on board to help the situation going on around CJ.
Because it was you versus the gang, and they were a powerful outfit to take on.
They definitely are, and still are.
ITV News has seen a draft copy of the local council's review of CJ's case. Among its findings are that social workers did not recognise CJ as a victim of grooming and criminal exploitation. Rather, he was seen as an offender. CJ told professionals he wasn't safe and then saw nothing happen. Opportunities to rehouse CJ and his family in a different area were not properly explored.
The last 2 years of CJ's life were a struggle between his family and the people who loved him and gang culture, organisations which know how to befriend children, how to groom them, how to frighten them, and how to kill them with apparent impunity. CJ was shot dead here at point blank range in broad daylight by assailants still unknown.
Newham Council are expected to praise CJ for his courage in speaking up when their report is published tomorrow. The police, meanwhile, continue to investigate.
A British soldier was murdered in a bloody attack in southeast London.
One of the suspects even defended the massacre on video, and this morning a mother is being called a hero for stopping the attack from getting worse. Charlie D'Agata is at the scene in Woolwich. Charlie, good morning.
Good morning to you, Nora and Charlie. The British government has not released the identity of the victim, but military officials have confirmed that he was a serving soldier of the British Army. The suspects spent the night under armed guard and in separate hospitals.
You people will never be safe. Remove your government.
With blood-stained hands still clutching a knife and cleaver, one of the suspects appeared to justify what's just happened.
An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. I apologise that women had to witness this today, but in our land, our women have to see the same.
In those terrifying moments, one courageous woman stepped forward. Ingrid Loyal Kennett, a mother and a scout leader, tried to talk the two men down.
I don't know, my instinct said to just talk to him, and he looked like a normal guy. He wasn't drunk, he was not high on drug. He looked like just a normal guy, pissed off with the fact that Muslim women and children are dying in their own countries by the hand of white men. So of course, British Army and American Army, yeah.
She told Britain's ITV she tried to talk them out of a confrontation with police, even asking one suspect to hand over his knife to her. The attackers could have run. Instead, they stayed and even let stunned bystanders.
Tonight, you'll see those same twin sisters admit to brutally killing their mother. This week, 11 Alive cracked open the case file of Jasmia and Tasmia Whitehead. And tonight, the most chilling details yet. Katie Beck is here with the twins' confession.
Well, Brenda, we pick up almost exactly 4 years after the crime, the twins about to go to trial. Instead, they accept a 30-year sentence and start talking about what actually happened the morning of the murder.
It wasn't like it was a fight on the street. It was more of a fight till somebody died.
A fight with their mother after waking up late for school.
She just started waving the pot around and things like that or whatever it is. So I guess she trying to hit us with the pot. You know, she just threatening us and everything.
The girls say they got the pot away from her, but it was the start of an all-out brawl.
Your mom's yelling?
We all yelling.
Everybody's yelling.
We mad.
I had took the pot from her. This one she had grabbed the knife, kind of turned like you said, get back. But she didn't keep the knife in her hand.
The world needs Jesus. The world needs Jesus, man. to death and destruction. Look at the theft and corruption. Cats come from areas full of the disenfranchised and have-nots, always wishing they had what the haves got, but they don't, and they think that sucks. So they resolve to get involved in the game to get fast bucks. Young bucks on the block bust Glocks and duck cops and tuck rocks in they socks. This is just how they been taught. They think if you moving weight, then you doing great. If you haven't.
It says this: our God is awesome. He can move mountains. Keep me in the valley.